Hello, uh, good evening to everyone, and a very warm welcome to my channel to everyone. This video uh, is regarding Code Java. It's been a while since I shared topics in Code Java with coding and all. Last I left off was where interfaces. I had been busy with music and Rabindra Sangeet and cooking and stuff like that. So it's been a while. Um Last in the last video I covered interfaces and static blocks, instance initialization blocks. In this video I will be covering packages, and before packages I just wanted to explain very important stuff. This is not particularly related to packages, but it's a basic thing that uh, you should be aware of, you should understand, you should be knowing in order to code, which are data types. Data types are something with which I just touched upon data types earlier, but here I would be going a little into in depth. And arrays, I will be explaining arrays, I will be demonstrating arrays with coding, how they look like, what they are, and then I will be covering packages, because I could have covered it separately, but in in my coding I have used arrays, the concept of arrays, so I need to explain that. In any case, arrays are something which is a very basic concept, not just to Java, but in all coding languages. Arrays and data types are important parts. The syntaxes might be different. So let us start with data types. In Java, we have got 8 primitive data types. There are non-primitive data types also. Here I will be covering primitive data types, 8 varieties. They are uh, byte, short, int, long, double, float, double, char, boolean. 8 data types. They're simple data types, inbuilt data types, and there can be custom data types also created by us. In that context I will be covering arrays, but here we are talking about primitive data types. So before talking about primitive data, because the data types that I just mentioned, they have got their own range, range of values that they can hold. Like if I say int a, if I declare a variable a as int, this means that a will be able to store integer values, but there is a range of this integer type of values that a can store. Beyond that it won't be able to store, so uh, it won't work out as an int, as an integer. Then if it is beyond the range, it may be long, it will be long. The next higher category after int, which can store more long integers, more it has got a wider range than int. The lowest is byte with only uh, 8 8 bits. It can store, like a number is converted into bits, a series of zeros and ones, and then stored in the while compiling also, it is converted to the machine language which we say, which we term as machine language, is basically zeros and ones. So a number 5, it will be converted to binary digits, which binary digits are only 0 and 1. So the range of bytes is 8 bits, and they all are signed byte, short, int, long. They all are signed, means they carry the 8 bits required to store the value of byte value or short value. Out of the 8 bits, the leftmost bit is uh, which denotes the sign, that is whether it's a positive or a negative integer. So if it's a positive, the value is 0. If it's a negative, the value is 1. I will be demonstrating. I'm demonstrating with an example. Before uh, visually you will be able to grasp it better, that I'm also going to show how we convert from our decimal system to binary. For this, for to understand these data types, how values are stored, how values are processed in Java during compilation time. So for that purpose, I will be explaining how a number is converted to binary, and okay, so uh, I'm not before okay, I need to show the ranges also. It's better I switch on to coding mode